so it doesn't look like Khmer, so it looks more like the Greek architecture. So this is the structure that is still in debate between historians, archaeologists, and all the experts. Hello everyone, so right now I am at the western part of Preah Khan Temple. So western gate, it is one of the two main gates of this temple. Another gate that is the most important is east, from the east side. That is the main entrance and is considered as the front part of the temple. So from the west side, it's the back gate, but it's one of the two main gates of this temple. Actually, originally there were two other gates as well. So there's a gate on the south side as well and one on the north. Okay, but west and east are the most important gates. So today I'm gonna be walking you through from this back gate to explore everything inside, including all the most important parts in this temple. So actually it's not very far from Angkor Thom. It takes just a few minutes from the northern gate of Angkor Thom. And this temple over here, Preah Khan Temple, it is one of the temples that is located on the road that is called the Grand Circuit or the Big Circle Road. Okay, so let's start from here to explore more interesting spots from this part onward. So let's get started. All right, so the gate of this temple, it is decorated the same style as the gate of Angkor Thom, as you can see on the right hand side. Actually, all these are the statues of demons, and on the left side, those are the statues of gods, but most of them are headless. But the body of the Naga serpent that all these demons and gods they are holding, they're still in a good condition, but the heads of the statues, most of them are gone. So the reason why this gate of the temple that is similar to the gate of Angkor Thom, because this temple area was once used as a temporary capital city. During the time that the King Jayavarman VII, he was trying to finish all the construction projects to renovate the city and build the wall around the Angkor Thom city. So the first layer of the temple, it is the moat, but you can see many parts are in that condition nowadays. And this month, it is just the beginning of the rainy season, so the water level is very low, and it's been dry up for many years as well. That's why some trees are growing in the moat area. So this is the 40 meters wide moat. That is the first layer of the temple. And then after the moat, that is the wall. Okay, that's the wall that it goes all the way around as well. And the length from north to south is 700 meters, and from west to east is 900 meters. Okay, so no matter which gate you enter, you're gonna see the statues of the Garuda and the Naga, the Garuda that is standing on the Naga. There are 72 of all these statues in total, that they place them on the side of the wall from the east side and the three other directions as well. So the meaning of this Garuda, that is a mythical bird that is standing on the Naga. It is the symbol of the reunification, especially between Buddhists and Hindus. The Garuda and Naga, according to the Hindu mythology, they both are the two rival half brothers that they always fighting each other. But this time, the king put them together. It's a symbol of unification. And it's also represent power as well. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's enter through the central gate. Actually, the style is almost the same from the back and from the front and from the other direction as well, from the south and north. Actually, this temple still remain many parts still under a very ruined conditions, and parts of the temple have been restored. That the restoration project is sponsored by the World Monument Fund. And before we go inside, let's take a look at the World Monument Fund Visitor Center. So we're gonna see some pictures showing us about the time and activities during the restoration. The World Monument Fund actually started from 1991 after the civil war in Cambodia was ended, and just finished in 2024 the whole restoration project. But the plan of the World Monument Fund was not to reconstruct the whole structure. They made a plan to do it remain partially ruined and just try to stabilize some major parts of the temples and protected other parts from further collapse. So all these are the activities of the workers and the engineers. They were working. This is one of the Garuda standing on the Naga statues that it was restored as well, you see. Alright, so we are getting closer to the main parts of the temple. The main structure is located in the middle. So the first layer is the moat that it goes all the way around, and then the wall. After the wall is a huge land area, and then at the center that is the stone structure, like that. It's just one level because it is built in the Buddhist architectural style. The Khmer architecture, but there are two different styles between the Hindu architectural style, that most Hindu temples are built on the multi-level, like at least 2 or 3 stories up. But most of Buddhist temples are built just one level on the flat area, but divided into a lot of different sections. All right, everyone. So right now I am standing in front of the back gate, the back entrance of the main structure. Actually, the main purpose of the king, he built this temple to dedicate to his father, and he built a huge statue of Avalokiteshvara of compassion. That is the symbol of his father, and he put that statue inside the central tower. So it means this temple is a Buddhist temple officially, but because of he's a Buddhist king, that most, as I said before, that most kings were Hindus, and this king was not the first Buddhist king, but he was the first king who changed the state religion from Hinduism to Buddhism. So this temple, officially it's a Hindu temple, but many parts that he arranged for Hindu people as well. So it means Buddhist and Hindu, they could come to pray and practice any kinds of their faiths, to worship their gods in the same place. Because this part, this western part, the northern part, that they designed these two parts for Hindus. That's why you can see the carvings over there. It is a short scene of a Hindu mythology. It is called Ramayana. It is a short scene of the war between the demon king Ravana and Rama. That is the most famous legend of Hinduism. All right, everyone, so let's move on from here. Okay, so we enter from the west side all the way straight to the central tower. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the main entrance from the west all the way to the central tower, and from the central tower all the way to the east gate, and to the north gate, and to the south gate as well. All are straight, and all the four directions meet at the central tower. And on the side, as you can see, there are many parts that still remain in that condition, even it's the World Monument Fund, they finished their restoration project. But the main purpose, as I said, that they didn't really plan to reconstruct the whole structure. So that's why there are many other parts still in this condition, okay? They just want to keep some parts remain in its natural conditions, and just restore some major parts to stabilize them and protect from further collapse. And from on the right hand side as well, it is the same. It's a very ruined condition like that. All right, let's move on, because the temple it was built as a worship place, especially dedicated to the king's father. That's why you see the height of the gate is very short. So everybody who enters the temple, so you have to bow, okay, to show your respect. Otherwise, you're gonna break your head. Okay, but they made it on purpose. Okay, originally, they designed it in that purpose for the people to show their respect to the king's father. So it is the same as other temples, that a lot of statues are broken, and a lot of statues were taken away and were stolen as well. And over here, the pedestal over here, originally was used as the pedestal, or could be used as a uni as well. But it's not the uni that support the Shiva's linga of Hinduism, but it is it's a yoni or a stone pedestal that supported the three main statues over here, but the statues were taken away. The statue of Rama, Lakshman, and Sita, the three major figures in the story of Ramayana. Okay, so actually all these statues over here represent the Hindu part, and even other parts that they put a lot of Buddha statues. All of those statues were taken away. First time during the reign of the king Jayavarman #8 that there was a Hindu reaction against Buddhists. They took away a lot of Buddha statues from the Buddhist temple. They broke them and they buried a lot of statues in the ground. Yeah, but later on, it was standing through a lot of wars, civil wars, and passing a very long time, hundreds of years. So that's why a lot of statues were stolen and a lot of them broken as well. And we are now getting closer to the central tower. So that is the central tower over there. And around the central tower, especially this pedestal over here, you can see there is a Shiva's linga. It has a cylindrical shape, so it is a Shiva's linga. But originally, this pedestal over here, it's not the yoni that supported the Shiva's linga. It was the pedestal that supported a Buddha statue. Okay, so this linga must have been taken from other part, and they put it over here later. Okay, this is the southern part from the west side. That there are some buildings in that style. This is on the right side. If we enter from the west, on the right side of the central tower. Okay, so there are small buildings like that it is hollow, and on the side you see the shape of the frame on the surface of the wall. Okay, so all those used to be the images of Buddha inside all those frames. Okay, but they all were cut away. Okay, they were damaged during the Hindu reaction. And on the other parts, as you see that on the side of the wall, and other carvings that is not the image of Buddha, they are still there. Okay, but the Buddha figures all are gone. So this is the left side. There are small buildings. just very similar to all the buildings on the right hand side. Okay, but please pay attention to all the carvings on the surface, okay, on the side of the wall. They still remain in the good conditions because all these are the asita or hermits. They are practicing meditation. So this is the Hindu section, okay, the Hindu part. Okay, so the carvings are still remain in good condition. This is the evidence that show us about there was a Hindu reaction at that time before the fall of the Khmer Empire and during the reign of the king Jayavarman number 8. Okay, it's just the fact of the history and it's not the purpose of discrimination between religion, but it happens no matter time it is, 100 years, 500 years, or 1,000 years ago, human being still human being, okay? Right, so that is the pass from the northern gate. So it goes straight to the central tower as well. Okay, so let's move on to the central tower. Say không? Okay, so I'm now inside the central tower. There is a stupa. Okay, that kind of thing like that is called stupa. It's just like the stupa that they built in the area of the Buddhist temple, the Buddhist monastery. Stupa is a structure that they put their people's ashes after they passed away. Okay, but this site over here, this exactly spot over here in the central tower, it was originally the statue of Avalokitesvara, which is the Bodhisattva of compassion, that the symbol of the king's father, okay, was here. But that statue is broken and was taken away, and nobody knows the truth that where it's gone. And this stupa must have been built during the 16th century. When we look at the architectural style, it looks similar to the Sri Lankan or the Burmese style. Okay, that is the influence of the Theravada Buddhism. That is one of the main sections of Buddhism. Right, and one more thing, please pay attention on the side, on the surface, the inner parts of the central tower. You can see there's so many holes. So many holes on the side of the wall. Okay. So many other holes in other stone blocks. They are the sign of the technique how they transported the stone from far away to the construction site. So they had to make the holes and lifted all the stone blocks to the temple area, okay? But when it comes to like hundreds of holes like that, it doesn't show about that reason. So according to the stone inscriptions that they found a foundation still in one part of these temples. The inscription tells about a lot of information, a lot of important information about this temple, especially about the offerings that the kings managed to decorate this temple as a worship place, as a educational center, and as a main ritual practicing place as well. Okay, so according to that inscriptions, 1,000 kilos of a lot of metal things. All those are the valuable items, like the bronze plates and gold, pearls, silver. So 100 kilograms to 1,000 kilograms of those valuable items were used to decorate this part of the temples and the part around this temple as well. All right, everyone, so we just finished, okay, the central part over here, just right behind me. Okay, it's time to move on to a sacred part, a secret, not a, it's both a secret and sacred spot of the temple. So I'm gonna show you in a few moments. Okay, okay, let's go. All right, so we reach to the points that we're gonna find a secret and sacred spot of the temple. Okay, let's go. Just lấy bông. Dạ, banច្រើន. Okay, so there's a giant tree of silk cotton that is still sitting on this part of the temple. Actually, there were many others, but most of them were taken away. And this one is still here because it's still under control. And many others were taken away. Okay, let's move on to the secret spots. I think today there are a lot of local tourists from other cities, other provinces of Cambodia because it's a holiday. So I think it's going to be busy over here. So a lot of people come here to pray. Hello, hello, how are you? Here. Today, bông?
Today.
Okay, bố mình chưa nói cái này. So that is the way to the sacred and the secret spot of the temple, because there are two figures of they both are similar to the Apsara, okay, but the decorations of the headdress, the clothes, on the whole bodies of these two statues, called statues of the carvings on the side of the wall. They both are different from other Apsaras. So there's one over here in front of me and another in a very narrow spot over here. Okay, so it is, they both are hiding in this very narrow, because around the area all the stone blocks that fell from other parts and block all the way that we are not allowed to access to those parts. So what are these two figures? Okay, the one over here that is hiding secretly, okay, it's just behind that stone block over there, that is believed as the Jai Raja Devi, who was the first queen, okay, of Jayavarman VII. And this one that is bigger, you can see it's bigger, that is Indra Devi, who is the second wife or the second queen of the King Jayavarman VII. They both are sister, okay? So Jaya Raja Devi died during the time that Jayavarman VII was fighting against Champa to liberate Cambodia from their occupation. And then after finished the war, Jayavarman VII appointed Indra Devi, who was the older sister of Jaya Raja Devi, as the official queen. And Indra Devi, actually both of them, but the most important is Indra Devi, that she was the one of the famous female scholars of Cambodia history. So because actually there's no certain evidence that show that these two are the Jaya Raja Devi and Indra Devi, but people believe very much that they both must be those two princesses. That's why a lot of local peoples, they come here and they pray with all of these offerings, with the ancient sticks, fruits, and many other things. Yeah, that is, all those are the offering stuff that they use to pray, okay? And they make a wish to have happiness and whatever they have wished in their life. So I'm done with this sacred spot, and let's move on to the last important spot inside this temple before we go out. All right, so we get out of the secret spot, and I'm now at the eastern section of the main parts of the temple. But let's see over there in front of me. Okay, there's a building. If we enter from the east side, we get to the main structure and just turn right, and you're gonna see this building, that it looks totally different from the Khmer architectural style. It has 2 stories with the round columns at the base level. So it doesn't look like Khmer, so it looks more like the Greek architecture. So this is the structure that is still in debate between historians, archaeologists, and all the experts. Some people claim that this must have been used as the granary or the armory, okay? Because it relates to the modern name of this temple that is called Preah Khan. Preah Khan means holy or sacred sword. So those people who claim that it was used as the armory because they believe this is a structure that the sacred sword or the holy sword that belongs to king was put inside this building. So the design, that's why they designed this structure over here that looks different, totally different from other parts of the temple and different from the normal Khmer architecture. Okay, we are heading to the eastern part of the main part of the temple. So this part over here, it is called the dancing hall. Okay, as you can see all the carvings on this on the side of the lintel. Okay, in front of me and on the left side as well. So those are the Apsara, the celestial dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, this video has come to an end. If you are curious about things to do in Siem Reap and things to do in the whole country of Cambodia, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section, or please check out the links in the video description below. I hope that this video is useful for you. If you like the video, please help support by clicking the like and subscribe button. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.